Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Do you know what time it is? It's fragrance time, you're right. So today we are actually going to talk about RAYHAAN Obsidian. This is one of the latest releases by the house of RAYHAAN, and I'm going to provide my first impressions about this fragrance that is supposed to be a clone of Dior Homme Parfum. Now, for a while there was a little bit of confusion as to which version of Dior Homme Parfum this was cloning, because some people thought it would have been a clone of the original Dior Homme Parfum from 2014. Then people started saying, okay, like the opening reminds us of the original Dior Homme Parfum, but the dry down is more similar to the new one. And the situation is still a bit unclear. If you check on Fragrantica, you won't be able to find this fragrance yet. So to see the full breakdown of the notes, you can check Parfumo, but the notes on Parfumo are not reliable to me. First of all, they are not complete because they are just like 3 notes. And those notes for sure are similar to the original Dior Homme Parfum, because there is rose, there is oud, there is leather, which to my knowledge shouldn't be included in the new formulation of Dior Homme Parfum. But now I will test it on skin. I will let you know my first impressions, and just a little bit of context. I know Dior Homme Parfum from 2014 indirectly, in the sense that I smelled it on some friends and other people. I never owned a bottle, unfortunately. The new Dior Homme Parfum from 2024-2025, it was literally in between years. I smelled it once, very briefly on paper when I was in Sephora. I was curious to know what like all the hate was about. I don't have like super clear memories about it, but I do remember that it was definitely very different from the original one. It was fresh, it sounded, of course, it smelled a little bit generic, literally like it could have been any designer fragrance. And so I have that image in mind, I have that memory, and I will try to compare this, the first impressions of this, with what I know about those two fragrances, and so I will let you know. So, also atomizer check, and we try on skin. Okay, the atomizer is good at least. And now, okay, I can already smell in the air because it pushed out a lot of juice. Right, so, okay. The first impression here, the opening is quite fresh, I have to say. I'm not I'm not an expert about the opening of the original Dior Homme Parfum from 2014. I know more about the dry down, but I can already imagine that it didn't used to be so fresh like this one. And then you start getting, as soon as it starts to dry down a little bit, even after 1 minute, you start getting the Kurkdjian signature, because this smells similar to Ultramale, to be honest. This smells definitely similar to Ultramale. I have 9 PM from Afnan, which is a clone of Ultramale. It's been probably the best clone of Ultramale for years. It's very accurate, it's very close to the original. You can definitely pick up the similarities between these and Ultramale. Because, of course, Ultramale was made by Kurkdjian. This new Dior Homme Parfum was made by Kurkdjian, so I think there is kind of a signature of his hands on this creation. So you can imagine like Ultramale, but being less sweet, less fruity, and fresher. Yeah, definitely this is a clone of the new Dior Homme Parfum and not the original one. Don't get me wrong, it is still a nice fragrance. The scent profile is likable. Of course, Ultramale has been and still is a very successful fragrance. The clones of Ultramale are very successful. This means that that kind of scent profile is very likable, and people still like it to this day. Why people hate on the recent formulation of Dior Homme Parfum? Because they took a masterpiece that is the original Dior Homme Parfum, they discontinued it, and they came up with a different formulation that has nothing to do with the original one. So it's a complete different scent profile. And of course, like also the iris is coming up a little bit now later, but in the opening I couldn't smell any iris. So basically the main difference is that if we want to make it super simple, Dior Homme Parfum 2014 smelled niche. It was definitely niche quality. In terms of scent profile, the performance was unbelievable, like was super strong. This, on the other hand, the new Dior Homme Parfum is designer quality. And yes, they both have iris, but apart from that, I mean, the depth, the scent profile is quite different. And it's totally, I mean, you can even say that the new one is more modern, because in any case it's still quite similar to Ultra Male that came out like several years ago, so it's nothing groundbreaking for sure. So my final thoughts about this fragrance, at least in terms of initial first impressions, is that it's 100% a clone of the new Dior Homme Parfum. The scent itself, the fragrance itself is good, but is not the Dior Homme Parfum 2014. And it's quite similar to Ultra Male or to 9PM or to the other clones. Is it redundant? I don't think so, but I will wait for a full wearing to judge properly, because I will have to wait hours and hours to experience the full dry down of this fragrance, because the opening, I mean, I just sprayed it 3-4 minutes ago, and this is not like how you should experience a fragrance and how you should judge it. But in any case, I will come back with the full review of this fragrance very soon, and I will let you know my final thoughts. My initial thoughts though are that it's a nice fragrance, it's definitely safe, it's office appropriate, it could be even like a signature scent because of the scent profile, is very likable, is very safe. But of course, if you want a clone of Dior Homme Parfum 2014, this is not your choice. I recently ordered Gary's Den by FOMO Parfums, that is supposed to be the closest or one of the closest clones of Dior Homme Parfum, the original one. I will receive it in the next days. As soon as I receive it, I will immediately test it with you guys. I will tell you my opinions, but for now, with the RAYHAAN Obsidian, I've been waiting for this fragrance for a while, and I will still enjoy it for sure. Also, the bottle is amazing, the spray, the atomizer is amazing, the price is around 30 euros for 100 ml, so you can definitely, I mean, it's not a huge investment if you want to try it out. But in any case, let me know what you think, let me know if you tried it already, and I will see you very soon with a full review of this one, but also with other videos about other fragrances. Stay tuned, see you in the next one.